I have these trades right here, 3 trades. So far, 1 loss, 1 break even, and 1 that is going for 3RR, but it hasn't. It's coming back to our TP after sweeping this liquidity, so I should probably put my targets right here. But since I placed it at 3RR, I did not think about taking profits at this time because I was sure it would hit here. It rejected off of this. Anyway, let's explain why I took these trades first and foremost. So with the first trade, right, clearly very bullish. So shorting, I've had 3 shorts and I haven't really tried to find a long entry, which is very stupid of me, I know. Like in the higher time frame, we are disrespecting this bullish fair value gaps, and we're respecting the bullish fair value gaps like this one. So we're clearly bullish, we should be looking for long setups. But anyway, first we mark off the swing, the manipulation swing. I didn't see any clear manipulation. I was looking for manipulation downwards, like accumulate somewhere here and then manipulate below midnight open, but we didn't do that. Instead, we accumulated right here, and then we made this a wick which swept all these equal lows right there. And then I just marked the 5 minute from, I think I marked it from wick to wick, or wick to body maybe. I think I did it from wick to body here. Wait, let's look at the 3 minute. Yeah, definitely wick to body, and I just took it at the somewhere around here. Pretty sure it's a 4H rejection block CE, which doesn't really tap into any PDRA, so I don't think it's a rejection block. But anyway, this was a low quality trade. Why? First off, no RB didn't reject HTF PDA, only 1 STDV, and obviously very bullish bias. So as for the next trades, what I had was, first off, we had this level, the negative 4.5 level right here, and we had the negative 4, and I pretty sure, like the MMXM model, the market maker buy model, where did we start our distribution from? So I went to the 15 minute, and I think it's right here. Yep, from this wick to the, where are we? From, was I at the 15 minute there? I think from this swing that it ran all the way up here to the negative 4. So this was a level of interest to me because lots of standard deviations lined up. So I took it at this negative 4.5 level, which it did end up top ticking, but since it was consolidating a lot, I would have gone break even here. Next trade is somewhere around this negative 4.5 level. So why did I take this? Again, we had this negative 4.5 somewhere here, and I'm pretty sure this is the 4H CE of this rejection block, or maybe this one. Let's see. No, it's not. Hold up. The 4-hour fair value gap. I'm honestly not sure why I even took this. Maybe it's because of this standard deviation right here from this right here. Wait. Where were we? It's 3 minutes right here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was around in the stacking ones. You know what? It doesn't really make sense why I took this. But I swear I had a level here. Maybe it's this. Somewhere around there. Because if you mark the manipulation swing from midnight open, which is this, to the wick, this level, I think it's to the body. No, it's in the wick, yeah. From the wick, it's somewhere around here. It should be. But I had a level that lined up with this. I'm just not sure which level it was, but it completely top ticked this. And it's still going for 3RR, so I know it's a bit confusing, but so far we have 0, 1, and 1 BE. Well, technically, we're still at 1 loss and 1 BE and unrealized profit for 3RR, hopefully. Okay, we're back at this trade. I figured it out now. It was from this midnight open swing. Like here, it took out this equal lows right there. -4 that lines up with this 4H rejection block CE. And I mean FVGC, and we had this from the very continuation here. I mean the distribution. We had this is a 15-minute standard deviation. Lines up exactly with the CE. So we had that. Let's type it all out so we don't get confused. Distribution 15-minute wick to CISD STDV. Asian manipulation 15-minute STDV, and midnight open manipulation from wick to wick. And we had also a 4-hour FVGCE, although it's been tapped, so it's a B setup. So this is the distribution standard deviation. This is the Asian range. You know, we're accumulating right here. We swept in the 15-minute. It looks more odd, so it's a bit out of a standard deviation. And lastly, the first manipulation that we see after midnight opens, which is this. We accumulated here a very small manipulation downward, distribution, nice. And if you see this midnight manipulation level, it actually completely top ticks this -3.5 here as well, and then the -4 was the entry for me. The -4.5 completely top ticks it right here, and this is again another break-even trade because I did not think of taking partials here at all, which I should have since we're extremely bullish. And once we take this relatively equal lows, I should have expected the bounce back up, especially we also swept these lows and tapped into some interesting structure here. I think it's maybe a 30-minute, yeah, it's a 30-minute BPR that lines up with a 2.5 level. So we basically have two break-evens and one loss. But okay, I'm gonna make an analysis, although it's easier to say in hindsight. We are completely, let's remove all this. So we are completely bullish, right? We made a bearish fair value gap, we inversed it, we made a balanced price range, right? We go to the 5-minute, we try to line this up with anything. First we have this 5-minute inversion fair value gap and a 5-minute rejection block that lines up with this whole 30-minute BPR. And then we go to the 5-minute, we have this accumulation range, right? Let's remove this thing. We have this accumulation, we had a clear manipulate up, and then distribute it lower. But we're bullish, so we expected this to just take out the lows right here, the engineered liquidity, which it did right there. Also did this. So if we mark it from the latest swing high to the swing low, this negative 2.25 level lines up exactly with the liquidity right there. So if you really wanted to be precise with your entries, we go to the 3-minute or the 1-minute. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is somewhere around there. If you place your trade at the CE of this, you wouldn't have gotten filled. So that's one of the realities of trading. Sometimes you get edged, you know. Maybe it filled on NQ. Let's see if the two filled on NQ. It actually did. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it did fill on NQ. So if you took it on like futures, you would have gotten it, but it wouldn't have filled on the indices. So one edged, but it was a perfect model. You know, accumulation, manipulate, and then distribute. Well, this I guess you could consider this as part of the accumulation, and this is the manipulation to distribute higher. As I was about to place Silk Song, but I looked at the trade earlier that we went break even with, you know, by the tick. So it did end up playing for shorts, because I didn't realize this, but I didn't realize there was red folder news today. That's why it was accumulating a lot. Knowing that, I would have gone break even, but yeah, this played out for GRR. Tap midnight open, took all this liquidity, and then just fucking ripped. So yeah, that was a good thing to see, you know. At least the shorts played out, which was, I think, pretty obvious. We had a lot of accumulation right here that hasn't been taken out. It even took this. Yeah, nice.